Hi guys, what's up? It is Brianna Muller Green, co-owner of DesignForDollars.com, where we are all about those butterflies and Benjamins, where we have some serious e-com experience. We're talking over decades of experience together, where we can help you guys identify your strengths, your interests, things that you're good at or that you're interested in. We can show you how to leverage those. We can show you how to build out multiple income streams and generally just build yourself that like flexible lifestyle. It's not, at least for me, it's not all about money. Money brings you comfort. Um, Money buys you things. Money is necessary. Of course, it's great to have a lot of it. But for me, it's just about attaining a flexible lifestyle where I'm able to partake in my family's lives and to do things when I feel like it, to be honest. So let's talk about, real quick here, all of the big news coming up. Let's see here. Of course, I forgot to tag my crew, Aaron and Dennis Duncan. And then, of course, the rest of our team. We've got Christina. And we've got, oops, if I could spell. And we've got Ryan. All right, cool. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in e-com and what this big old exciting news is about. And thank you guys, those of you that are popping on right now to watch this live. If you are in a group right now or know of a group who could benefit from this information, please share this with them. And then let's get down to it and let's talk about a few things, okay? So an amazing opportunity has come about. But let me share a little bit about my background and my journey here and how this has led to this amazing opportunity for all of us, actually. So if you don't know my history, I am a former, I was a former figure skater as a child, but I became a teacher, and I was a middle school science teacher and eventually an educational administrator for 8 years for my local school district. And so at age 21, I graduated from SUNY Fredonia with a bachelor's degree and was hired to teach 7th and 8th grade science. And I loved teaching. I was a coach at only 13 or 14 years old for figure skating. I love helping people. It's just who I am. But, there were two issues with teaching for me. One was that I started to lose the passion for it because I wasn't making enough money. And, as great as it can be to have a union and a contract, it can also be very limiting. And many other teachers out there, you probably feel the same way. We as teachers are kind of notorious for being able to manage a bunch of side hustles. So I can remember having summers off, and I was always looking for a tutoring job, a summer school job. Some people got into waitressing and waiting tables and bartending, and some people still do this, on top of teaching all day throughout the entire school year. I was always looking for tutoring positions through the school year, after school programs, because I just wanted to have a more comfortable lifestyle. I also fell out of love with the public school system. And so what happened to me was I literally got to the point 8 years in, fully tenured, 2 master's degrees, where I was just exhausted and I had nothing left in me to give. I really had just lost all my passion. I didn't want to commute anymore because I had a decent commute. And I got to the point where, I didn't even want to get out of bed and have to go to work. I was even having panic attacks, and it just, I can still remember the feel of that. And so what I ended up doing, those of you that know me and that have followed my journey, is luckily in the background, I've always had e-commerce. I do come from a family of entrepreneurs that have had brick and mortar businesses. We're self-employed, and so I did learn a lot growing up about business. And so I was able to, when I reached that point of just, I can't do it anymore, like I have to take a risk. I have to do something different. I want to make more money, but I want to have a comfortable lifestyle. I don't want to have to work this much. And at that point, I wanted to have a child, and I was about to marry my husband, Nathan, and we wanted to be able to stay home as much as we could with our kid. And you know, unfortunately, in today's world, that's not always attainable or doable if you don't know how to build yourself a flexible lifestyle that can enable that. So what have I learned along the way? Like what not to do and what's good to do. You know, I've failed tremendously. I've succeeded tremendously, and basically that brings me to where I am today. And I've really been an advocate for and a teacher and an educator for building your own brand. Any normal person, any everyday regular person like us can build a brand, okay? Like there's no better time in e-com, in the marketplace and with consumers for us to be able to leverage things that interest us or that we have a passion about or that we're skilled at or that are unique about us, and we can leverage that and have a piece of that consumer pie, so to speak, and also really connect with a community that we are interested in and we enjoy, and that we can create things for them that speak to their passion and that speak to their pain points. And these brands can be as simple as something that's near and dear to your heart, like cooking and home goods, or it can be something way more elaborate than that. But what is the exciting news then? Well, there's no better people to learn this from than the big dogs in the industry. And so if you've already clicked on the link, you've gotten a little sneak peek of what we are able to do at D4D. Next Thursday, we are going to offer a free training webinar with the biggest freaking names in the branding industry. We have been offered the opportunity to have you guys be able to interact in a live training with the team behind the millions and billions of dollars that have been generated with brands by Nicki Minaj, FUBU, Fat Farm, and one of the personal favorites of mine, which we're going to be able to take a closer look at in this live training, is Bethany Frankel's Skinny Girl brand. That's unreal to me. I have followed her since the beginning of her journey. And so to be able to sit in on a webinar, first of all, with the team behind this is mind-blowing. And for them to give us their time to provide all of us with a free peek at what it takes to make billion-dollar and million-dollar brands, it's a freaking incredible opportunity. Like, I don't even know like how this happened. It's exciting, and I'm excited because all of us get to partake in this. And so when would you ever have the opportunity to sit in on a live webinar and ask the team behind the $1 billion J-Lo campaign, which I think was $3.5 billion, when would you ever have the time to sit in on a live webinar or the opportunity and actually be able to ask questions of the team? So you'll get more information if you hit the link that I have here on the live. I'm floored. Like, I am so pumped, you guys. Let me show you a little bit about what we're going to be able to take a look at. So this is the most, all right, first of all, I'm so excited. Let me see how you guys are all doing. Hopefully the comments, I don't know. I don't know if I'm up to date on the comments, but listen, I'm so excited. First of all, let me show you this page here. We're gonna have to limit the number of spots. There's just not room. However, it's free, so get in there quick. We are going to hold it on Thursday, December 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I will be co-hosting it along with the team behind Skinny Girl, J-Lo, Nicki Minaj, Ty Lopez, Adam Levine, Russell Simmons, FUBU, and so many other brands. These guys know what they're doing. They're the big dogs in the game. And so here are the things we're going to be able to talk to them about. We're going to be able to ask, first of all, how the heck do you attain this? How do you make this incredible brand? What goes into that? We're going to be able to ask them, how do we fit into that? I don't mean it as a negative connotation, but as a micro brand, as a normal person. Listen, I'm not shooting for billions of dollars, right? A lot of us would be super cool with just a couple extra $1,000s a month, maybe even less, to supplement our incomes, to help us take an extra vacation, to pay off some debt, to help with college. But you know, we're gonna cover the spectrum of this, talking to these guys that are responsible for helping build these huge million and billion dollar brands, but then also how we fit into that. And we'll have the opportunity to ask them about, you know, some common myths about, first of all, like, what is a brand? What even makes a brand? What's even possible? And maybe what are some things that we should look out for? And how do we scale it and fast track it? Because I kid you not, guys, there is no better time than right now for someone even with very little experience, even if you don't have e-com experience yet. There's no better time than right now for normal people to build brands, regular everyday people like you and I, and actually make decent money. So join us for this free training on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and let's learn from the best. So, you guys know where to find me if you have any additional questions. And of course, our customer service at designfordollars.com is at d4demail@gmail.com. And you know, hit me up on Messenger if you have any questions. Get into this live training. Man, it's your time, guys. 2019 is just around the corner, and this is totally attainable by people like us, by people that don't necessarily have the training or the experience yet too. So take this opportunity, and thank you guys so much for joining me for this live announcement. I have been like jumping out of my skin with excitement. So anyway, again, hit us up if you have any questions, and hopefully, let's see if I can find the right tab. Awesome. Bye guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.